Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning back into the channel and joining me at the bench. Take a look at this CZ83 in 9 Browning, aka 9 Browning Court, aka 380 Auto, aka 380 ACP. So depending on what part of the world you're from and what you want to call it there and what you want to call it anywhere, don't matter. It's all the same thing. So I shoot 380 out of it, and it works very well most of the time, unless you want to use this. I've had to replace the sear spring on this thing twice. This was the reason I had to replace the sear spring on it a second time. Sparks were flying out of it. It seemed like it was shooting really hot, and just the gun didn't like it. So the first time I had to replace the sear spring was when I first took it out for a spin. The thing went da-da-da-da, and I said, oh, that ain't right. And then I dived into the forums and found out that it was a sear spring problem, so ordered a couple off of the CZ website, and man, it was just really complicated getting in there. And I hear that if you can get in here and do this, doing the sear spring on a 75 is but a dream. So let's get her safety checked real quick. No magazine, no thing in the chamber. We'll put her down easy. Notice there's a firing pin block on that. And this one was built in the 90s, 91. CZ's always done a good job at putting the years, at least as far as I know, on their manufacture dates. They have them on somewheres of the guns most of the time. But we have a 4-inch barrel. We have 13 capacity, and we have ambidextrous controls on pretty much everything that needs to be ambi. Besides the slide release, yeah, no need for a ambi slide release. I say that as a righty. Sorry, lefties. Anyways, she's clear. Show you that one more time. Big old fat sausage fingers in the way. That's another thing about CZs. Every one I pick up fits my hand so well. It's ridiculous. I wonder if, you know, the Czechs are predisposed to having weird sausage fingers like I do, and, you know, short, fat hands. So that's why they made them this way. I can't hold on to a Glock for nothing, so that is what that is. But anyways, let's get into that. So we got a safety. Oh, why is my safety not working? Well, it just works when the hammer's back. Happens like that sometimes. 1911's been doing it like that for over a century now. But we got ambi. She works both ways. Ambidextrous magazine, unloaded magazine. Be hard pressed to find a dummy mag for this thing. Somebody with a 3D printer, hit me up. What's up? Just kidding. And so, oh, let's put the mag backwards in. I'm trying to look through camera. Anyways, both of them work. The right hand one's a little bit rougher though, so I'm just guessing that they didn't get used as much. So from my understanding, a lot of these, especially from where I got them from, these were once Israeli military police issued. So it's kind of weird for them to be carrying something like that. And I don't know, it's got the wear and tear like it was carried pretty. I mean, look at this. It is, yeah, they were bumping into a lot of stuff, sliding over a lot of stuff. So yeah, it's pretty odd. One cool thing about this that I found out on accident, I was kind of cruising for a holster for it, and I noticed that you couldn't really get one unless you wanted a crappy universal one. So somebody would say that these Phobuses are crappy, but I don't think so. You just get one for a Makarov, and it fits great. So if anybody's ever had that issue on finding a holster for either your CZ82 or your CZ83, so what a CZ82 is, it's just this, but in 9 Makarov. And you can even convert these over just by swapping the barrel out. But yeah, and I think it even uses the same magazine. So a lot of interchangeable parts between the 82 and the 83. So yeah, it just fits in there real nice. Good retention. We already showed clear, so I'm not going to do it again. But look at how it's like made for it. And this is supposed to be a Makarov one. But yeah, a Lots of things borrowed from the Makarov design on that, as you can tell, but also kind of got some Walther influence in it and some CZ75 influence in it. It's all around just a really cool design. I'll get some grips for it eventually, but not the biggest priority. I don't carry it too much, but it does sit well on my hip for some reason in that Phobos holster, surprisingly. I think it sits even better than my everyday carry, which is the Taurus 605. My pants don't sag too much, probably because a paddle holster helps. Maybe I need to go to a paddle for my revolver, but that's neither here nor there. So anyways, let's show clear one more time just before we start disassembling it. And as you can see, she's all good to go. I'm going to keep the hammer back just for goodness sakes. And what's the best way to do this? Bam, right there. So you just kind of pull forward and down a little bit. That cocks down. And then do it like a high point. I paid almost as much as you can get a high point for. Paid $180 for this thing back in the day at the Gander Outdoors. Well, sorry, it was Gander Mountain then. But yeah, very simple blowback type of situation. There's your sear cage and everything in there. Your sear spring isn't supposed to poke through that, and it's not. It's barely just sitting in there. Hard to see, but yeah. So she's in good shape right now, as we know. Good shape until we shoot more Tula out of it. Oh well. And that's how you take that apart, put it back together for some real good cleaning. Don't shoot this stuff out of this gun, by the way. So yeah, let's just get a couple of trigger weights, and we'll even just put it on the regular scale too, just to see, because she is a chunk. She's all steel, boys and gals, all steel. So let's do some. We showed clear already. We're gonna do some single actions. What's life without a good blooper? Just leave it in there. Who cares? 4. Check it again. Good seat on it here. And 4 point. I might have. Yeah, probably 4.2. Do it one more time for the one time. Oops. 4.4. So yeah, 4.2, 4.4. Still pretty consistent. I like it a lot. Let's try some double. Reset our Amazon trigger guard or trigger scale. Oh, let's not do that. Hey, don't mind the mess, y'all. That one said 10.4. What's going on with this thing? I don't like taking a trigger weight for the double action. It can't be that heavy. Come on, folks. $12.0. Not too bad. Well, actually, yeah, I guess it is pretty bad, huh? $9.8. 9.8. 10.0. So that ain't bad for a double action, especially the one that's that old. Psh, give me a break. She works well. How much does she weigh? We're not going to do a loaded weight. Don't feel like doing that, but with the mag, with an empty mag, $24.3. 24.3. So we're talking what? Probably loaded, be a 2-pound gun. Not very practical, but it's comfy in This Phobos, 3 ounces for that. That ain't bad. Anyways, get that out of the way. See you later. Phobos holster, the Makarov style, will fit very nicely. Worked great for me. I should carry this thing more often. Hopefully the sear spring don't go off on me if I ever have to use it like that. But she's accurate. You'll see she's accurate enough. We're shooting at 20 yards, and this thing will shoot better than me. That fixed barrel really just shows testament to how good it is. But yeah, let's get to some shooting real quick. Just a little bit. I only brought this one box out with me today. Shot a couple mags off camera and then a couple mags on. So let's get to it, man. Peace. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning into the channel today. I want to thank my 386 subscribers. So we're going to do a little 380 subscriber special with the 380, aka the 9mm Browning. This is a CZ83. As we know, my favorite type of gun is a CZ. So we're just going to shoot at some targets that are over there. And I got a camera focused on those, and we'll just go through a couple mags real quick, and here we are. This one has a safety. It is loaded. It's ready to go. That one's empty. Time for another mag. Uh-oh, which mag? Where'd it go? There it is. This is like a Makarov or like a PPK but double stack. It's awesome. Works real smooth. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. There she is. What a wonderful little piece. It fits so nice in the hand, barely any recoil. And with the 4-inch barrel, it's just deadly accurate. This is a fixed barrel on here. Double action, single action, no decocker, but it does have a safety that only works when it's cocked back. You got CZ82, which will take a 9mm Makarov, but it pretty much works the exact same way. And if you wanted to, you could actually even change the barrel out, and the magazines are actually the same. So these are just really sweet. Just figured I'd show you a short little video of this and how it's one of my favorite guns. It's actually the gun that got me into CZs. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see here on the channel, make sure to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. We got more to come. Thanks for tuning in.